Oh, yes, the star.
Stand behind you.
Okay. Did I consider any other metaphors? The golf was the most accessible to me here in Dubai. Yeah. I didn't know if it was going to work. When I first cut together all the interviews with the experts and the lay people, and I still have a lot of people talking in this movie. There's a lot of talking. I'm glad the kids made it through. But I needed a foil somehow to sort of counterpoint for the action. And golf, it seems to work, I think, in terms of the emotional roller coaster that Eugene went through. Do you want to speak to that or no? No? Okay. Yes, Katrina?
What inspired you to make this movie?
I was coming from New York, and I was pretty burned out from living in New York. And New York is many things, but I don't think anyone would equate living in New York City with happiness. It's really about sort of going after things and getting what you need, and either getting stuck there, as people do, and becoming a sort of angry New Yorker, which I was really close. I was yelling at taxi drivers and telling people to pick up their litter. I'd been there for well over 10 years. So when I got to Dubai, just the physical difference between Dubai and New York cheered me up. It was just so much cleaner. It was so much safer. Everything was just sort of easier to do, easier to get around. And then when I first got here, the Ahud al-Rumi had just been appointed as the Minister of Happiness like the year before. So that was pretty interesting to me. And that got me to read the World Happiness Reports from Colombia, which then sort of sparked my interest to so I guess that was sort of the inspiration, was to find out how other people think about happiness, or if they even do, because most people don't. One of the things I learned from making the film is if you ask somebody, what are your thoughts about happiness, they really have to stop and think. And often they have to get back to you, a few days later, because a lot of people never think about it. And one of the goals of the film was to just create that conversation and to sort of keep that front of mind for people.
What happened to that wonderful girl from Bangladesh?
Shuli.
Yeah, she's just unbelievable. What a story.
She is in college in Portugal, and she's doing great. She was interesting. I was trying to interview the woman that sponsored her to come here. She raises money for kids to get scholarship programs out of Bangladesh. And Shuli was one of the kids that she brought from Dhaka when I think she was 9 or 10 when she first came.
What's your next goal? What's your next thing that you're going to do? Because I want more.
Thanks. One of the things I was hoping that would come from the project is that, in Dubai, it's difficult, and at least I think it's quite difficult to build community with people because there's so much turnover and people are coming and going so often. That was one of the good things about the film, was it allowed me to meet all these wonderful people and their families. And what I would hope is that community could sort of serve as ambassadors for the idea surrounding happiness and well-being. In terms of my next film, one thing I'm pretty sure of is that I would like it to be about one person doing one thing on one day.
Breaking 70, right?
Breaking 70, yeah.